What's going on today, Phantom lovers and VR lovers? Today I'm going to be doing I'm just going to be talking about the difference between these two goggles for FPV for your Phantom 3 or your Phantom 4. Let's just start out with the VR Shinecon. The VR Shinecon, what I do like about the VR Shinecon is they are very comfortable set of FPV goggles. They do load in from the front. As you can see, we just pull this tab and the phone sets in here. And the lenses on this one are removable, so you can take them out and clean them. What else I like about the VR Shinecon is this front plate is removable. Now I have an iPhone 6s Plus, so I had to do a little mod up here in the top right hand corner so I could use my phone camera for landings and takeoffs. And what else I like about the VR Shinecon is you can see they have a lot more air getting into the phone and keeping the phone cooler on a hot day. Now just remember, you're only going to be flying for these for maybe 20 minutes at a time. So you know, when you land, let your Phantom cool off and let your phone cool off before you put them back in and go again. That's all there is to that. These do have focus in and out, and they do have the width on the adjustable on the width on the eyepieces in there if you have a wide face. But I do like these because they're very comfortable, very, very comfortable. But they're not very hard, but they're tough to wear a pair of glasses with these. So if you wear glasses, you might want to go with these. And we'll get into the VR box in just a second. But for an inexpensive set of VR goggles, the VR Shinecon work perfect. And they work good for gaming too. They're not that great for gaming. And these are not that great for gaming either. They did send me this little controller here with the VR box, but it's pretty much useless on an iOS phone. It works fantastic on an Android phone. So let's talk about the VR box for a little bit. Now, the VR box, I like them because the phone slides in from the side on a little tray. And it is just a little bit faster to load up your phone on this tray than slide it in. But that's really not a big deal. This does have a slide, so I can use my camera again for landings and takeoffs. But the problem I found with these, once I pulled my phone out of here, it was pretty warm. So definitely let your phone cool off and your Phantom cool off after you land. These have focus in and out and for the width of your eyes. They do not have removable lenses on this to clean them. But I was able to unsnap this outside cover and get it off real carefully. You can get it off and then snap it back on if you need to go inside here for some reason and clean those lenses out. But other than that, once the phone is inside each pair, I can't even tell the difference between the two. It's very equal once the phone's in there and your app is opened up and you're using it for your FPV. I couldn't tell any difference at all on that. They're both very equal. Let's just put it that way. But these are much better if you wear a pair of glasses. I hope I did mention that. These fit much easier if you wear a pair of glasses. So that's one thing you definitely want to think about if you wear glasses. And I do wear glasses. I do wear glasses with my VR Shinecon, but it's tight. These here is much looser and much more comfortable. Other than comfortable, they're both comfortable. They're both weigh about exactly the same. They're both, you know, almost identical. They probably still even have the same lenses in them. But, you know, and they're both going to work very well for an FPV app. These are not really great goggles for gaming. Okay, now there are just a ton of new VR goggles coming out every single day of the week because this field is just taking off in FPV, and it's really taking off in watching movies and playing games in virtual reality mode with these goggles. Now, if you're a gamer, you're probably not going to want these two. If you're FPV, yeah, these are perfect for that. But if you're a gamer, there are much better goggles out there, and they are more expensive, I got to tell you, because every single day on my YouTube channel, I get some kind of new video coming in on a new set of VR goggles that are coming out. These are just inexpensive, and they're cheap, and them other goggles are for gaming are starting to get very expensive. So if you're a gamer and an FPVer, you might want to look at those instead of looking at these. If you're just using these for FPV, these will work perfect. Either pair will work perfect for what you want. Your app looks great inside. It's just, it's something you have to get used to if you're going to do this with these type of goggles. Because the simple fact, if you want to do this for the first off, you definitely want to be sitting down in a chair because you could get a little motion sickness from this. Me, I love it. It's like me being on a roller coaster all day, and I love roller coasters. So this doesn't faze me. Now I've almost tripped a couple times wearing these, because I'm looking around my shoulder and everything else, trying to get the camera to do what I want it to do, up and down and everything. So it gets kind of weird inside there. There's no doubt about that. And you only want to wear these for maybe 20 to 25 minutes at a time. I don't know how somebody sits down and watches a complete movie in these things, and play games in them all day. But these kids today can pretty much take anything. For me, 25 minutes at a max, and I'm good. Let them rest. Let my phone cool off. Let my Phantom cool off, and then I'm right back in the air with them because I do love the VR mode. That is just awesome. To me, that's the only way to fly. Having an iPad or my phone on my controller is just useless because all I get is a bunch of shadows and everything else, and I can't see what's actually going on my iPad or my iPhone. Inside here, you see exactly everything that the camera sees. It's fantastic. I love doing it. It's way more fun, and it's way easier to fly. It's nice and dark in each set, and you're seeing exactly what the camera on the Phantom sees. So you don't get no glare, none of that with the pair of FPV goggles. Just if you're doing this for the first time, grab you a lawn chair, have a seat, and just take it nice and easy flying around. Make sure you're up high enough that you're over all the treetops and all that, so you can fly around a little bit and get that full, that full immersion of the VR goggles, because you're going to love it. I mean, I love it. Some people can't take it. I've handed these off to some people, and they just can't take looking inside these goggles for a long period of time. Me, it doesn't bother me a bit, but then because I've been flying with these for so long, I just got these, and I've been flying with these for a couple, 2-3 months now. So I'm so used to it. I can get in with these, and I can just get my Phantom up, and I can fly like bat out of hell with these. I have no problem at all. And these are going to be the same way. I just haven't got the chance to test these out yet. I have put my phone in, turned my app on, and looked at it. It looks really nice. I haven't got a chance to fly with them yet because I just got them yesterday. But to me, when the app's in there and the app's turned on, it looks identical. I can't really tell the difference between the two. So you're not going to get hurt on either pair. Now, if you want a phone that loads in from the front, these are the ones you want. If you want a phone that loads in from the side, these are the ones you want. And if you wear a pair of goggles, these are definitely the pair you want. I'm just going to pretty much leave it at that. Like I said, I have very little money tied into both pair. I don't even have $30 tied into both pair of these. Hell, you get on eBay and you can buy both pair for $30 and make your own decision. But just remember, there are so many new pair of goggles coming out. Do a YouTube search on VR goggles because you're not going to believe what's out there right now. Some of them are extremely expensive. They're going into the $600 and $700 range. They have a pair of head earphones and everything all already built into them. So, and it's just phenomenal. The gaming on with these is just really, really taking off right now. And the FPV is starting to take off with these because they're so inexpensive, and you're using your phone, either your Android or your iPhone, to get that cool FPV. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Either pair work really well. They're both thumbs up in my book, and we'll see you guys later on.